guys, and welcome to my channel. This vlog will be very relaxed. Right now I'm in Frankfurt for business trip. I have come from Paris, where I'm based, after the Art Basel Paris show. And in this vlog I would like to cover these topics like Art Basel. Then I would like to speak a little bit about Frankfurt probably, and at the end of this video I would like to cover some topics about the relationship. So I'm a Slavic girl and living in Europe right now for 3.5 years, and it will be interesting to have some kind of feedback from your experience, so stay tuned.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time.
This year it was the first year when I was invited as influencer to cover the show. Before I was there twice from its beginning, just buying the tickets, etc, etc. And this time it was all official, so I started to gain a lot of followers in Europe, in Americas, and many brands have started to follow me, and many PRs, etc, etc. So now it's going a little bit more easy to get this kind of invitations everywhere. So I was very happy when I really got accreditation, because normally it's very hard to get accreditation for this kind of the shows, as well as for Cannes, for example. You need to be really very close to the PRs, or be really very successful, or make really good content. I don't know what exactly made it to me, but I was really very happy, and the Art Basel was very intense. So I didn't manage to cover like everything that I wanted. However, I was very picky about all the things that I wanted to cover. So I had my own list prepared well in advance, and basically, yeah, I was very lucky to have all the things covered.
Lost in the city lights, our love's electric, right? You make me feel alive.
Yeah, so the first exhibition was the one prepared by two galleries. One is Chanel, one is Diane. I don't remember 100%, but I will leave somewhere here the names of the galleries, because I think it's interesting to investigate into it. And Simon Porte Jacquemus was curating this exhibition. It was about the scenes from our real life and ephemeral scenes as well. So basically was very warm vibes, like a very home atmosphere. There were a lot of linens, a lot of veggies, like a little like autumn, a little of sculptures, so something very feel like a home, you know, like vibes. And it was a little bit of mystery, so something dreamy, something very polished in some way, but on the other way something a little bit surrealistic. So I will show you a little bit of this.
I know July is gone.
Hi guys, now I'm at the Collège de Bernardin in Paris. It's behind my back, and you can see some windows here. So here is an exposition called Miss, and it's devoted to ordinary scenes that we have in our life, both real and imaginary.
Winter sun, maybe this is the season of love. Beneath an endless night, the world spins around. You're there, ease my mind. Like stars that never die, you and I will shine during the darkest times. As the leaves change color, I dive into you when summers fade.
Then the next part of Art Basel that I loved a lot was the conversation, and this year I was at two discussions, one with Taylor Mitchell. He is a young fashion photographer, not fashion photographer like young photographer, but he is making a lot of works in fashion, and you might know him because of his shooting for Vogue with Beyonce, like the cover of American Vogue, so it's a pretty big achievement for a young photographer. However, he is much deeper, he is very experimental, he is very interesting to talk with.
To take a broader look at Tyler's career. So from his early beginning as a skateboarding filmmaker in Atlanta to his behind the exhibition and all the steps to build it. So today I don't want to focus too much.
Then there was a conversation with Jürgen Teller. So he is a very well-known fashion photographer, and the talk was curated by Edward Enninful. You know him very well as well, I think so. So most likely because he has been Work UK fashion, not fashion editor-in-chief. Also, like, interesting conversation between two pretty established figures in fashion. And there was one very cute moment when Edward Enninful asked Jürgen Teller whom he liked to make pictures of most of all, and he said that it was like his partner, his wife, and the second person before his wife was his mother. So it was like very, very sentimental, and everyone was so much, you know, like inspired by this conversation that was held in Petit Palais, by the way. And yeah, so probably I will also show you a little piece of it.
On J.W. Anderson, Loewe, and now with Dior. But I never would say I want to have a contract and have to be doing this. You know, I want to always be just whatever I'm interested in. Then I say yes, or I say no.
And when it comes to Art Basel itself, so this year there were so many exhibitors. However, there were several galleries that like turned my attention most of all. So there were some galleries that had a very well-known art objects in their showcase. That I would like to show you a big amount of this work so that you become more inspired, so that you can see what kind of event it is.
There's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season.
c'est les arts capucines, c'est une fois par an. C'est ça c'est la...
Then there was one exhibitor, or basically two exhibitors, Voloshin Gallery and Gallery Podji. They presented the works of Nikita Kadan. It's a Ukrainian artist, and Voloshin Gallery is the Ukrainian gallery. So I was really very glad to see them, and I met a lot of Ukrainian creatives there, designers, artists, etc.
As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Baby, this is the season of love.
Sorry, I have a very messy hair right now. I'm just was taking a bus after the Frankfurt show, so I'm a little bit, you know, like in a very relaxed mode. I know like a lot of bloggers, they try to look polished in their videos, but I think it's a little bit not fair, because even though I'm in a very intense industry, always like in fashion, etc., I don't want people to think that you need to look that polished all the time. So I just wanted to show you that we are like the same, very real in our everyday life. Of course, it doesn't mean that you don't need to groom yourself, to take care of yourself. However, you always have, you know, like some kind of pretty time for yourself to be calm. And basically in my normal life, I never wear makeup. I'm 36 years old, just in case, and I haven't done anything with my face, so you can see that I'm totally like natural, maybe not perfect, and that's totally okay. So now let's go back to Frankfurt. I will tell a little bit what I'm doing here, so why I'm in Frankfurt. I don't really know if I will see a lot of things here, because I'm here for work. So except for fashion, I'm a little bit in IT. It's pharmatech, so I'm working in the company that is providing IT solutions, like new technology solutions for pharma companies, life science companies, healthcare companies, etc. And I'm a product lead, means I'm not only managing the team, I'm also taking care about relationships with the customers, with the investors. We are a very little startup, and here I'm present in our company together with the founder of the company. So it's not the first time on this event. The event is called CPHI. It's one of the biggest events in pharma. There are so many halls of different kind of companies in pharma. So it's manufacturers, packagers, like providers of different services, pharmacies, whatever you can imagine. And this is where you can spot new technologies in pharma business, new molecules, a lot of ingredients, chemicals, whatever. Also in beauty, so I think that people who are interested in beauty would be also interested in coming to this event, especially like in aesthetics, like Botox, I don't know, like some mesotherapy, whatever. and basically one of the startups that took place near myself, they are making very interesting products in skincare. They are providing like peptides, like creams to treat acne, rosacea, and a lot of like psoriasis, like very serious skin issues. And it's very cool to spot this kind of new trends, new solutions, etc., etc. But for me, it's also like all about business, so I have no idea if I even have time to visit Frankfurt to see some kind of places here. But anyway. What I have also find out here is that German men are pretty cool, good looking, etc. So this would be the last topic that I would like to cover in this video. Is a relationship. So let me tell you the story, a little bit of my background. So basically I'm Ukrainian. I'm of a very traditional mindset. I have been raised with this kind of family traditions, you know, when everyone in the couple respects each other and each of the partner plays its particular role in a family. So for women it's more like about taking care about the family, taking care about the home, taking care about the kids, and for men it's more like a provider, more like a protector, etc., etc. And with this kind of mindset it's very hard to find like a good partner right now. So basically I'm divorced. I have been in a great relationships basically for more than 11 years, and I'm in a very good relationship with my ex-husband, but things happen, so I will not go into the details because whatever have any connection with two people, it's better to take it private, you know. And at the moment I'm single for 2.5 years right now, and I have moved to Paris from Kiev. And yeah, so I have tried to date French men, and so far I was not that much satisfied. Of course, there are a lot of very cool men, and I meet extremely good people in my life. And one of the guys that I was about to get into the relationship, but it never happened, helped me a lot in a lot of things, and just a good person to communicate with. Another one guy, no any connections to any kind of relationship, just a good person who helped me when I came to Paris with my first home, because I went to Paris because of the war. I had nothing to do here because I had no relatives, no work, so I have just lost a lot of things in my life at that moment, and he just helped me with connections with my first flat apartment where he hosted me, and it gave me a lot of, you know, like opportunities and a lot of chances to stay in Paris. Before I could find like a job, side projects, and I started to work really with the brands as an influencer. Of course, there are good people around, but what is interesting for me is that I also can see in the relationships of my friends and people I know is that normally in Europe, maybe in France, I don't know, like around all the Europe, maybe it's also the realities of nowadays. Tell me, because I think it would be interesting to hear what really European girls have to say about this kind of topic. But what I spotted is that most of the men right now, they are not providers. They are like equal partners. They try to play the same role as a woman do, and I think it's a little bit, you know, like not natural, because a father cannot be a mother for a child, for example, and it's all about energies as well, because the feminine energy is very different from the man's one. That is to say that there are roles that women can play in life that men cannot do, and this kind of very estrogen, you know, like receiving energy mostly. The men are more like providers, protectors, and for me, of course, I would not want to say that women should sit at home and only take care about kids, you know, and not doing career. It's all nice. However, our careers are made in, I guess, in very different mode. I mean, the energies that we are putting into business, it's a little bit different one, while men, they can be a little bit less empathetic, which helps them to make like cold decisions, you know, without any kind of tight thoughts. I was trying to find for some time this kind of like very mannish man in Paris, and it appeared to be a very hard task. Yeah, of course, I met, as I mentioned, this kind of men, but normally they are already in a family. Maybe it's because I'm not that young, that I have not that much choice, or maybe I have not that much time. Because I have a lot of projects and I'm pretty busy in my life, and I have some kind of, you know, status, or I don't know, the kind of life that I have built for myself. That's why it's harder to say yes for something that is not matching my requirements. But yeah, so it's just interesting to hear what you have to say. Maybe you are a Slavic girl from a Slavic or Balkan girl, or maybe you're a Western girl and you have something to say about French men, European men. Just to share your experience, I would be interested to read it in the comments. And yeah, I forgot to tell you that I'm wearing the suit by Better Me. It's a Ukrainian company that makes like the kind of sportswear, clothes for dancers, and also like all the kind of very comfortable sport gears, etc. So yeah, this one I'm wearing for 2 years right now. So it's not not anymore the advertising, but I do like this suit to wear wherever I'm going for business trips, for influencer trips, because it makes me feel very cozy, like at home. So yeah, just take a note. Maybe you can discover this interesting clothing brand. And of course, stay tuned in my channel, because I will tell a lot about Ukrainian brands that I like, because during the war, for these 3.5 years, a lot of new brands have come into the spotlight, and a lot of brands that have been on a radar for some time have become very famous. And there are a very big choice of things, and I think that right now, when the Slavic aesthetics is very popular and trending, I think it's very interesting to discover something new. And most of all, it's a very good quality pieces, because in Ukraine we have a very well developed clothing industry, a very high quality seamstresses and constructors, designs, very trendy, very inventive. And I think that it would be very interesting for you to stay. So stay tuned. And on this very interesting note, I would like to end this video. I hope it was not too long, it was not too boring, and let me know in the comments. And see you in my next videos.